Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. On April 5th, 2015, an incident occurred in the community of Mitchell's Brook involving one of its residents, Mr. Donald Dunphy, and a member of the Royal Newfoundland Constabulary and a former Premier's Protective Detail. That incident resulted in the fatal shooting of Mr. Dunphy. I once again extend my condolences to the family of Mr. Dunphy. This was a tragic incident. I can only imagine how difficult the past year and a half have been for all those impacted, both the family as well as police officers across our province who are dedicated to ensuring our communities are safe. There have been many questions from his family, neighbours, and the public at large as to what happened that resulted in the death of Mr. Dunphy. Our government made a commitment last fall upon forming government to hold a public inquiry into the incident to ensure those questions are answered, and we've remained steadfast in that commitment. Today, in accordance with Part 1 of the Public Inquiries Act 2006, we are establishing a Commission of Inquiry respecting the death of Mr. Donald Dunphy. The Honourable Justice Leo Barry of the Newfoundland and Labrador Court of Appeal is appointed as Commissioner and will conduct the inquiry, and it will be held at the former School for the Deaf on Topsail Road here in St. John's. I'm pleased to have Justice Barry join me today and would like to thank him for accepting the duties of Commissioner. I'm confident he will ensure a full and complete inquiry into the facts and circumstances of this tragic incident. Also today, we are releasing the terms of reference for the Commission of Inquiry. They have been determined in consultation with Chief Justices Green and Whalen, along with Justice Barry. It is critical that the family and the citizens of our province be provided answers to the many questions that remain regarding the facts and circumstances of Mr. Dunphy's death. Under Part 1 of the Public Inquiries Act 2006, the Commission will act independently in determining who will participate and how, and what evidence will be part of the inquiry. It will allow for a full and complete review of the facts and circumstances of this incident. We understand that the independence of the Commission is important to building and maintaining public confidence in our justice system. The terms of reference will allow the Commission of Inquiry to delve into the many areas of this incident that have been so troubling for the family and for our police officers, the dedicated women and men of our police forces, and for the people of the province in general. The legislation gives broad authority to the Commission to determine its own procedures. It is required to give persons who believe they have an interest in the subject of the inquiry an opportunity to apply to participate. Under the legislation, the Commissioner then determines who may participate and how evidence is to be received, which could be in writing or through public hearings. The Commission also has the power to issue a summons to compel a person to attend the hearing or produce a document. This is of critical importance given the frustration and disbelief by so many that the various reports related to this incident have not yet been released. Justice Barry will begin work immediately and will deliver a final report to government before July 1st, 2017. There have also been questions regarding Mr. Dunphy's history with the workers' compensation system. Following consultation with the Dunphy family's lawyer, we are referring the history and treatment of Mr. Dunphy's case by Workplace NL to the Office of the Citizens Representative for investigation. This investigation provides an avenue for this review to be conducted while still maintaining the focus of the inquiry. We have requested that the Office of the Citizens Representative begin the investigation immediately. It is not lost on me that it has taken far too long to get to this day, and it's unfortunate that we need an inquiry in the first place. Over the past number of months, it's become abundantly clear to me that our province and justice system would be well served by having its own serious incident response team, an independent team. But in the meantime, I am confident that this inquiry will provide answers. Again, I would like to thank Justice Barry and the Citizens Representative, Mr. Barry Fleming, for taking on this important work, and I look forward to receiving the reports. And at this time, I'd also like to pass along my thanks to the Department of Justice, my colleagues and staff, for their tireless work over the past number of days and weeks to ensure that this could happen so quickly. They've been working around the clock to make this come together, so I thank them for everything that they've done as well.